Hey everyone, my spoken word here, back with another video. I realise it's been a while, but I've just been focusing on myself. I haven't really been focusing on my poetry as of lately. But I have started getting back into it. Luckily enough, I've actually got a poem here ready to be performed to use, which isn't too bad. Um, how's my day been? My day's been alright, if I'm honest. It's been relatively chilled. Uh, I've mainly just relaxed, listened to music. I've cleaned a little bit, uh, played games, watched YouTube, the usual. Um, but yeah, this one doesn't really have a title. If I'm honest, yeah, it just out of the blue came to me last night. If I'm honest, and I just had to get it written down. Otherwise, obviously, I would have forgotten it, and wouldn't have been able to perform it. You would have had to wait maybe more weeks before another poem comes out. Hint, hint. There's one in the works. Just hopefully a good one, but that's why I'm not showing the one that I'm working on yet, because I actually want to perfect it. At the moment, I'm not happy at the stage it's at, so I'm just taking time to take out a couple of lines, maybe change a few words, make it just better in general. But yeah, I'll say we'll get straight into it, innit? Uh, bit of a mad question, but have you ever thought about your death? Like, how are you gonna die? When you're going to die? How about another question? How long do you think you'll live for? What do you do? What do you want to do with your life? So, these questions, they continue to buzz around in my head every second of every day, that I feel like my brain is a hive, and it houses these questions. Throughout my experience with life, I've found answers to some of the questions, only to lose them years later. There was always a few questions that I never tried to answer because I was afraid. I was afraid that if I had the answers for these questions, it would be all I could think about. This was obviously when I was younger, finishing high school and waiting for college to start. Unfortunately, by the time I finished college, I felt like something had changed. And it was my way of thinking entirely different. That's what had changed. As I started realising why I was thinking this way, it was because I was unhappy with my life and myself. Next page. Fast forward 9 years. Here we are today. How long am I going to live for? I have no clue. No one knows how long they'll live for. All I can tell you is, and if I'm being brutally honest, I didn't have faith on making it this far. So I'm just as clueless as yous are. What do I want to do with my life? See, 7 years ago, I would have said I want to work in retail, or maybe do, care work. Not too sure. Talk, fucking talking to customers and helping people as much as I can. It's what I love to do. Now, well, I'm not so sure anymore. Once again, I didn't think I'd get this far in life, especially since I've been wanting to end it for the past 5 years. Which may come as a shock to some people, especially because I try my hardest to keep a smile on my face and thinking happy and try and show no pain. I've been doing it for so long, it's routine for me now. First thing I think when I wake up is, God, I want to die. But instead, I sleep until the afternoon. And when I finally do get out of bed, I have no motivation, no appetite, nothing. Now, I do have methods to try and help with this. meditation. Sometimes I go on like relaxing walks. Hypnosis weirdly works sometimes. But the times when they don't work? Do you want to know what I think about? At the beginning of this, there were questions that I was too afraid to know the answers to. To be honest, probably like none of us ever want to know the answers to these questions. Well, now they're all I think about. Have you ever thought about your death? Yes. Multiple times. And each time is different. No two thoughts are the same. And I think about it throughout the day. Whether I'm in the shower, shopping, relaxing, or hanging with friends or family, I could be happy and smiling, but that doesn't mean I'm not thinking about it. How are you going to die? Multiple ways. My anxiety has a habit of creating scenarios that may or may not come to pass. Most of the time it's just like bad overthinking, if I'm honest. But it's made so many scenarios that I could write a movie, and it'd probably be called like 100 Ways to Kill Yourself, you know what I mean? Or 100 Ways to Die. Who knows? Because there've been that many. When am I going to die? And I'm already dead on the inside. I've been dead for years. I'm just a husk of what I used to be. If I'm going to be honest, Tim, I've been wanting to die for the past 8 years. 8 years. So I'm 25 now. Take off 5, take off 3. Since I was 17. Since I was 17. So what's that, 2013? I just finished college. And life was not good, if I'm honest. Like, I was able to portray myself as like a happy, nice individual, but deep down on the inside I was fucking dying, and I've been slowly dying and rotting away for 8 years. For 8 years I've consistently thought about killing myself, how to kill myself, when to do it, and where to do it. The sad thing is I still do. Just because you see me smiling and talking and having a good time doesn't mean I don't still think about it. So there it is. That's how I feel day in and day out. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. But you want to know why I'm still here? Would you like to know why I haven't killed myself yet? And probably won't. The reason I'm still here is because of the people I care about and the people who care about me. I couldn't imagine how much pain it would cause for everyone. And when I think about that, it hurts me. Because I wouldn't want to upset anyone. I know what it's like to be upset for most of your life. I know what it's like to grieve. I know what it's like to be depressed and anxious and all these things. And I wouldn't wish any of that upon anyone, especially if I'm the one who's causing it as well. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. That's why I interact. That's why I smile. And that's why I try and be happy. Because I don't want anyone to be upset. Just because I've given up on myself, it doesn't mean other people have given up on me. I've been upset most of my life, so I'll bear it alone until one day the walls I built inevitably crumble. And as a friend once told me, it will get easier. Just take it one day at a time. Thank you. Yeah, like I said in my Facebook post, for anyone who anyone who follows my Facebook page, if not, I'll leave it in the description down below. But yeah, like I said, this poem technically made no sense. It went in multiple directions. So many directions, in fact, that I don't even know how to feel about it. So, yeah. But as I said, it came to me out of the blue. And if I didn't get it written down, then I wouldn't have felt this calm wave of peace rush over me. Like, many people know what I've been going through. I just don't think that all the people who knew what I was going through understood what I was going through. And I hope in some way that this poem helps that. For anyone who's literally met me within like the last 9 years, so we're going to 2012. Yeah, I'm sorry if it comes as a shock to you, but most of the time I was happy. It was a facade. It was because I've spent most of my life just wearing a mask that it just became routine, and I never really knew how to feel. It's like there have been certain times where I have been genuinely happy, and it shows, because there's a difference between me putting on a mask and actually showing that I'm truly happy. You know, like putting on a mask, it'll be like, you know, every so often smile, make a little bit of small talk, and then it's usually just sitting in silence. But like when I'm truly happy, I don't stop talking. Like I can chat your ear off. It's fucking amazing. And I've only ever felt like that a handful of times with a handful of people. And then people know who they are because they've been by my side for years now. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I still feel. And like I said, the reason I'm still here today is because of my friends, my family, and the people I care about. Just because I've given up on me doesn't mean everyone else has. So, still seems like there's something to live for. Anyway, before it gets too depressing, fucking hell, you know what I mean? I can feel my voice kind of going. But yeah, I don't know when I'm going to have another poem up. Like I said, I've got one in the works. I just need to take out a few words, maybe a few sentences, replace a few words, give it a once over, and then it'll be ready. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because it really helps. It means a lot to me, to be honest. And like for everyone who's been here on this journey so far, because I've realised that I've been doing this for like 1.5 years, maybe 2 years nearly. Thank you for being here. Like, your support has meant the absolute world to me. And if you have any friends who are interested in poetry and like, you know, maybe want to try and get into it, just send them my way. Like a few more subscriptions, and you know, if they leave comments, I'll help them out. Like I'd happily teach someone to write poetry, because I never thought I could do it. So it'd be nice to teach someone else who also think they can't do it, because everyone's a poet. Most of them just don't know it. Bit corny, I know. But yeah, as I said, I'll leave the Facebook page in the description, so you can go and follow that. That way you'll have notifications before I actually upload, so you'll know what days I'm going to be uploading instead of just waiting for an upload to come on this channel, because I am fairly irregular nowadays. But yeah, I've rambled on too long already. Fucking, this has been my spoken word. Once again, I thank you all for like this journey that we have been on. And here's to many more. Peace.